Hello, you're live with ArchieLuxury and John Suckerhorn. Today we got special guest Clyde. Clyde. Today's question is, why does a Western man not go to Asia? Clyde is a very smart guy. He's a criminal defense lawyer. That's a hard thing, being a criminal defense lawyer. You got to think on your feet. You got to respond to a snooty magistrates. Clyde, you're a clever man. You've done the hard yards. You did the study.
Right.
Why the fuck don't you go to Asia?
Well, in Oklahoma City, we have Little Saigon right here. I mean, if I want to see Asian people, I just drive 10 blocks down the street.
John Fuckerhorn, how are you?
Good, mate. Good.
I got a very good friend of mine, Clyde's on the channel today. He's a smart man, criminal defense lawyer. He's seen it all. Very, very clever man. In the prime of his life. Mid-40s, aren't you, Clyde?
Late 40s. I'm just 6 months away from 50. I'm the same age as the Sea Dweller, come to think of it. We're both introduced in 67.
Okay, now the question is, Fuckerhorn, why doesn't this smart man get his ass over to Asia? Where would you tell him to go? Tell me, Suckerhorn, where would you tell this man to go?
What do you want? If it's up to Clyde, what do you want in life, Clyde? You know, like Clyde might not be interested in chasing a skirt. I mean, you know, he might.
Nope.
You know, I don't know what his marital status is. I don't know if he's married or.
You're a single man, aren't you, Clyde?
Right. And
he's a divorcee. Clyde is a divorcee.
Right. Yeah, skirt chasing isn't as important as it used to be honest. A lot of times I have to put a lot more of my emphasis into a job, my work. So, you know, actually the little break in the sex drive is perfectly fine with me. I'm happy with it.
You get things to fix that up, Clyde. They're little blue tablets. You whack them into your head.
No. Would I rather put my time, my attention to things that make me money or things that cost me money? And my work is something that makes me money. Women is something that costs me dearly. So, nah.
Sounds like you've been stung there, Clyde.
Possibly. Well, yeah, a few times, but yeah.
You don't want to go to Bangkok with Suckerhorn and me? Why does a man like you, you know, the food, the Asian experience?
Well, food would be kind of nice, but I don't whore. I don't partake. Yeah, I don't drink. I don't know if I'd want to chase 18-year-olds around. So if I actually went, I'd actually have to go to Europe and just look at all the historical shit.
Can you respond to that, John?
You don't know what you're missing, Clyde.
And if you go to Vietnam, I've been to Vietnam. They got fucking 2,000-year-old temples there, which sorry, I will not say this, which unfortunately were damaged in the Vietnam conflict.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go again.
So, Clyde.
You've upset Clyde, Paul.
Okay.
No, don't give him that much credit. He's just annoying me.
Clyde, why wouldn't you, someone like you, do you like food?
Oh, yeah.
Well, look at me, dude.
What sort of food do you like?
I do like Thai food. I'd love me some Thai food.
A lot of Thai food in Thailand, Clyde.
They have Thai food in Thailand? Really?
Thai food.
Yeah, but I heard it's not as authentic over there. You know, I've eaten Mexican food in Mexico, and it's just not the same.
You've been to Mexico, Clyde? What did you think of Mexico?
Full of Mexican.
Dangerous country.
Is it that dangerous, really?
Yeah. Have you not heard drug cartels?
I know. Why the fuck have these gone crazy like this? What the hell's gone wrong there?
Well, just trying to keep up with all the drug consumption in the U.S., kind of a weak government and criminals that a weak government facing criminals that have more just scads of money and no scruples. You know, it's like if Al Capone could buy F-15 jets for Pete's sake, that's what it'd be like in that's what Mexico's like.
I see.
Well,
What the hell, Clyde? I want to ask you, what the hell went wrong there in the 1950s? America was, they had Cadillacs with fins were coming out. Why the fuck did the whole place go to shit? Can we blame the feminist movement? What can we blame? Those long-haired fuckers. Those long-haired fuckers. Why did American society go to the shit? Was it because of the rock music? Was it because of the drugs? What is it? What's fucked America up? Tell me this, Clyde. You're a defense attorney.
Oh, that sounds like more of a job for a prosecutor, quite frankly. Geez, take your pick.
With the unemployed Indigenous lesbian asylum seekers, Paul.
I see.
Asylum seekers?
He's in Oklahoma. They shoot him there, John. They shoot him, John. They don't have a problem. So tell me this, Clyde. What the fuck went wrong in America?
Well,
why the hell won't you get on a fucking jet plane and go to Bangkok and have some food? Like me and you can have some fucking food.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be any for everyone else.
John, talk some sense into this fool, would you? Talk some sense into this fool.
Clive, if you went to, say, a place like Bangkok, I think you enjoy a little bit of fun in life, you know, as most of us do. I'm sure that we could sort out a couple of places you could go to for a night's evening's entertainment, where you've experienced nothing like this before in your life, and you'd say to me and Paul, how long's this place been going on? Without going to a place like Thailand, you really don't know what you're missing. As a man, as a single man, and you fit those hats.
I'm not saying I'm not being necessarily against it. It's just not really my priority right now.
It doesn't have to be a priority, but you know, it's something I believe every bloke should experience.
Talk some sense into him, fuckerhorn. This guy doesn't know what he's missing out on. How do we bring him around?
Well, I wouldn't be sending pictures of the ones you've been rooting.
Why would I need to go to Thailand?
I wouldn't be flashing any pictures to say you can get ones like these. No, but I know plenty of blokes, you know, old ones, young ones that, you know, have given up their careers and lived there permanently now in Thailand. You know, and I know one young bloke, he's in the early 30s, he's an earning job. You know, he's cut his losses. He's going to live in Thailand for the rest of his life. He'll come back here, you know, for a month or two, you know, a couple of times a year, but he's decided for his lifestyle and what he enjoys, you know, he's made his bucks. He's made his bucks. But big trip, Clyde, you know, like you would have a magnificent time and maybe put a little bit of spark into your life and maybe a little bit of variety.
Yeah, but why would I need to go to Thailand when you've already brought all the shrines home with you?
Well, you can never look through someone else's eyes, Clyde. You can never see the same thing through someone else's eyes. You know, so, and the big difference in seeing, watch someone suck your prick and having your prick sucked, isn't it? You're thinking about that one, Clyde?
Yeah. Well, maybe next year, gentlemen. Next year.
I'm not saying you have to go with, you know, Paul and me by any stretch of the imagination. You know, like you don't have to do that, but do yourself a favour and put on some good walking shoes and go for a little bit of walk around, the streets of Bangkok of a night time. I'm sure you'll be amused. It's like it's a very.
Clyde, let me explain this to you, right? I'm old now, okay? I'm getting older, okay?
Okay.
And I honestly, I'll be honest with you, I'm not so much about the women, okay? They're the women are cool, but they're all a fucking pain in the ass, okay?
Mm.
And John can back me up there. My eyes are severely damaged, aren't they, John?
Well, you need glasses when you go out, at least.
Okay. Now the thing is, Clyde, I never feel relaxed in the Western world. I'm constantly anxious. Okay, I just don't feel at ease. The only place on the planet I feel at ease is fucking Asia. There's just a calmness to it. It's a yin and a yang thing. And I got to be honest with you, someone like you, Clyde, I don't want to be rude to you, but I don't think you got many years left, okay?
Yeah, probably not.
So I would like you to get on a fucking jet plane. I want you to relocate there, okay? I think you could do well. You're a fucking smart man.
You could meet someone like Nana Kim.
Clyde.
How much is 1,000 baht anyway?
40 bucks. Oh, $30 American.
30 bucks. Clyde, come on, man. The food is amazing. I don't look like this. I don't eat cheap, nasty food. I have not been to McDonald's or KFC in a long time. Well, actually, unless I'm making videos for the channel. But that's a different. That's for the audience. I'm not doing it for me. Clyde, the food is amazing. Bang per buck is off the scale. Get your fucking ass over there.
Well, my last kid graduates from high school here in a few months. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Keep in mind.
Take your kids. Go for your kids. Don't wait till my kid's 14. I'll be rattling straight into the bar, showing what's going on. John,
we don't want to talk about this. You remember what I said last time? I had to kill the video. Wait until he's 18, John. 14, you're going to get fucking arrested. That's morally wrong and it's bad. So, John, now, I got to tell you, Clyde, come on, man. You need to fucking, something's missing in your life. You need to fucking go. You need to, now, just to give you an idea. Now, one of your friends, Clyde, you were telling me about one of your friends who's got a girlfriend who has this big fucking dog.
Right. Yes.
And he can't go away for weekends with her because she has this big fucking dog locked up in a cage in a small apartment. So it's a fucking disaster. As Clyde has termed the phrase, it's a garbage fire. The fire never goes out, John. Do you understand, John?
Yeah.
John?
Understand?
This is the sort of women in the Western world. You don't have that shit in Bangkok, do you? They would have cut that fucking dog up and put it on the barbecue ages ago. It's a joke. No, I mean, seriously, Clyde, what sort of fucking... Your friend is delusional. That's not a fucking friendship.
Well, my friend is not going to marry the girl, so it's not like she's low. It's not like she's high maintenance or anything. So,
yeah, but your friend can't even take her away for a weekend away because she's got to look after this fucking dog. It's like an eternal 2-year-old.
Right. On the other hand, my friend has also mentioned that he kind of gets off the hook. He can travel because he doesn't have to take her because of the dog. So. Never. I'm not going to even ask what you're doing. Never forget it. Anyway, but yeah, I've learned.
I tell you what I'm doing there. I'm using some moisturizer on my skin to keep me young.
Oh fuck! Here's another one.
Suckerhorn, I'll let you take this one. So where's
You've been taking tips from Dennis, have you, Paul?
where's the tissue?
Now, guys, Clyde, John, how can you talk some fucking sense into this guy? Get him to fucking go to. What sort of dog? Someone's asking me, what sort of dog was this friend of yours? What sort of dog does she fucking have?
You mean my friend's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Right. It's big dog. It's like part border collie and part Australian shepherd.
Big dog, and she locks it in a cage every day because otherwise the fucking thing tears the apartment apart.
Yeah, it's a great dog. It's a great dog. It just has the wrong owner. But, you know, she's free, white, and over 21, so.
That's what you call a garbage fire.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beyond a hot mess.
How do you put out a garbage fire? Can you explain that?
You can't put out a garbage fire. You can just run for your life. Try not to be consumed by it.
I see.
But
John,
yeah, next year. Yeah, why not?
Where would you go? Where would you take him, John? Bangkok?
Oh, would you introduce Clyde very slowly? I think you wouldn't want to burn him on the first night, would you? You know, like you did take him for a walk, you know, let him to see some of the lovelies, you know. Like you wouldn't throw him straight into, you know, Pat Pong 1 on the first night, would you? You'd zoom him up to Soy Cow. You know, you'd zoom him up to Nana, have him a walk around, the 3 floors of whores up there, let him have a look, and if he didn't like that, he would. He'd like that. You know, second night you zoom him off to, Soy Cowboy, and maybe on the third night you'd Pat Pong. And once he's got the hang of that, you'll graduate him up to the real places, up in Pepbury Road or something like that.
John,
go.
What can you say to a intelligent middle-aged man who's never been to Bangkok and he's going to tell you he doesn't want to go? What the fuck would you say to this man?
Know what you're missing.
What would you say to him? What would you say to him? Seriously, John, what would you say to this guy?
Exactly those words. You're not going to convince another man to do something he doesn't want to do. So, like, if he decides, well, he might consider, in my opinion, might have something to it that, by saying you don't know what you're missing, by going to a place like Bangkok. So he might think about it himself. It's like my father asked me something for years and years and years, which I refused to do. It wasn't until after he died, I started to think about it, and I finally did what he told me to do. After all these years, and I regret not doing it, what he told me years earlier. That's got no relation to going to Bangkok, but that was on another topic. But when a man says something to you, maybe I suggest you should see this through your own eyes. It's no good sitting back and making a judgment upon the bars of Bangkok unless you've never been and sat in one. People take the high road, the high moralistic road, and say, "Oh no, I wouldn't do that." Yeah, these blokes that say that, you can't drag them out of the joint once you put them in them. And I wouldn't be worried about drinking, Clyde. Like there's no compulsion having to drink alcohol. When you go out to the bars in Bangkok, you can sit there and drink orange juice all night or a Coke. You don't have to drink alcohol. They're going to charge you the same price for a drink anyway.
Right. Well, maybe, like I said, maybe next year. Maybe next year.
Sure, we'll see if we can get you around, Clyde. Archie wouldn't want to go to Nana. Archie'd want to stay in Nana. We'll let him play there. I'll take you out, Clyde. I'll show you a thing or two.
Cool. Why is the only
John, talk some sense into this fool, would you? Talk some sense into this fool.
I don't know. I wouldn't say he's a fool. He just hasn't experienced. You can't criticise anyone in life because they haven't, experienced or seen something. Like I haven't been to Baselworld, and what do you say? Oh well, you ain't lived unless you lived to Baselworld. Well, that might be the case, but unless I go there and see it, how am I to know?
Let's do another live show, fuckers. Can we do another live show? I got another topic for you. Okay. The next topic's going to be what the fuck went wrong in America.
Oh Jesus.
So let's can this one here now, and we're going to be on very soon. You going to join us, Clyde, or not? Okay. Thank you.